Obviously, Sunday after the game, I let my frustrations boil over. I didn't speak to the media. I had a chance to correct my frustrations, and I continued to let it boil over. That's on me. I take full accountability on that, posting that. My message on Twitter wasn't directed at anyone in the building. Not my coaches, not my quarterback, my GM, nobody. Like I said, I take full accountability. I have an open communication with all my coaches and with my quarterback as well. Me and my coaches, KP, Nick, we discuss weekly about trying to get this thing on the same page. So yeah, here we go. Go ahead.
What are your frustrations?
I think it's normal to have frustrations because of the standard that we hold ourselves to, and we have a lot of talent on offense, and to be honest, defense and special teams have been low-key carrying us, and it's just like we need to clean up what we need to clean up and get on the same page, and and play to the ability that we say that we can and be who we are called to be. So it's a standard that we preach, and so it's easy to have that frustration. I think it's fair to have that frustration, but like I said, I just can't let that boil over. So.
Based on the content of that tweet, it seemed like maybe you were feeling like you weren't being listened to. Is that the case, or is that not the case?
No, again, like I said, the tweet wasn't directed at anyone because, I am listened to. Like I said, I have an open communication with my coaches, Nick, KP. I talk all the time with those guys. Nick FaceTime me on Monday when I'm out in the building. This is like a every weekly thing, That's the relationship that we have. So that's not the case at all. So.
AJ, that verse was posted on the account that it was posted on. It was on September 3rd. It might have been on your mind for a while.
No. I mean, obviously, you can use that verse for anything in life, So, like I said, it's not directed at anyone. Obviously, I got a lot of stuff in my phone. I got a lot of memes in my phone, as people know. So I'm the meme king. So.
AJ, you mentioned you talked to Sirianni and Kevin Petula quite a bit. How about Jalen? What's your chemistry like with Jalen as you guys try to get this fixed?
Yeah, so we're always working to get on the same page. It's not that much of communication because of, during the game, I'm not the person that's on the sidelines saying, give me the ball. So I don't understand where people say that he's forcing me the ball because I'm complaining. And if you ask any of my teammates, I'm probably the quietest one on the sideline. I don't even go to the huddle during the timeouts. I try to let the game come to me, and I don't even tell KP, call this and call that. That's the player I am, so.
How about during the week? What's your communication with him like?
We're always trying to just get better. We in the meetings we're talking through things. So,
just to clarify, AJ, are you happy here?
Absolutely. This is home. This is my home. It's unfortunately I did it to myself. I won't even say unfortunately I did it to myself. But this is my home, man. I love it here. But you just see frustration because obviously we want to be great, and most definitely I want to be great as well. So.
Do you feel like there's misconception? I'm sure you saw it all over social media. Do you feel like there's misconception of how that tweet or the messaging was construed? Yeah,
I think so. Again, I take accountability for that, But I think it's fair to want the ball to get us going, Like last week against the Rams, I caught the sluggo, got the offense going next play, opened up for Dallas Goedert. The safety came over to my side and opened it up. So. I don't think it's a bad thing for wanting the ball. It's not just for targets or anything to put numbers up. But no, I see that that we're struggling, and I'm a guy that wants the ball in those times when we can't find a way. Give it to me. Like when the game's on the line, give the ball to me. I want that. I want that pressure. I put it on myself, and I work hard for it. And so that's what, the misconstruction or whatever you misconstrue, whatever perspective you can about me, but it is what it is. And I don't care, to be honest, because my teammates know. My teammates know that when the game's on the line, look at me, and I want everybody in the stadium to know that, and that's not a secret. I'm not shying away from that, and so that's where you see that frustration because that hunger comes out, and it's because I see we struggling, and I believe that. You give the ball to me, I'm going to open up things, and I'm going to get this thing going. You can put it on my back. So.
You said it's not directed at anyone. What was your intent when you did post it?
Again, that was a moment where I let frustration boil over. So.
AJ, is it a strange feeling being 4-0, but not maybe feeling like a part of it in each game?
Yeah, absolutely. It is tough, because you want to help contribute to the win, Obviously, it's been a little tough, Got the ball in the second half of the Rams game, not getting as many targets to help contribute. But you know, it is tough. It's tough to stay engaged because we're on an island. You know, a lot of things have to go right. The ball has to come. Guys have to block up front. You know, and then we got to do our job and win, and then make the play. So you don't get targets. You don't see the ball for half the game, 2 hours. Man, it's hard to stay engaged. But you know, we're professionals and we continue to try to, you know, make the most of it when the numbers call. So
We'll do a couple more. Are you confident that this will get fixed offensively?
I'm very optimistic, man. I trust my coaches. You know, I trust Jalen to we can get this thing figured out. We're working towards it, and so because we see it at times, it's just the inconsistent is starting to be consistent. You know, and that's where the frustration comes in at because of. You know, as of last year, you would look back and you see like Saquon was on a historic pace. We're running the ball, but we weren't passing the ball too well, right? So now this year, we're struggling a little bit running the ball, and also we're still struggling passing the ball. So it's just like, all right, let's get this thing fixed before we run into a serious team. And now we learn from losing instead of learn from winning. You know, so that's the message. So.
What has been the reception? Need to be made in the passing game to get it going?
You know, I won't get into all that, but honestly, just being on the same page. I'm gonna say that every week because that's what it is. It's being on the same page, being where we need to be, ball being where we need to be at on time, and you know everybody in sync. So,
what has been the reception from your teammates to the social media posts?
It's normal here, you know. So, I don't know if they put on a facade, but I think I'm still cool in here. So. It's cool.
Exactly. Appreciate it.
I think 9 times in the game. Is that what you mean when you say you're not on the same page?
Yeah. Obviously, all of them are legitimate. We're calling plays. He's throwing, and he's not throwing just to miss on purpose, you know. And obviously, I'm trying to run my routes to catch the ball. You know, it's just, you know, some things happen, he misses or block or whatever the case may be, you know. So we're just trying to get on the same page and see it the same way and be where I need to be so we can make plays.
But, you know, just being positive, being negative in any type of way is not going to get you nowhere because what's going to happen is going to happen. So you got to just control what you can control.
Have you always been like that?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I kind of developed it and more so like towards the end of my my high school. I always call myself like an optimistic realist. Like I'm real with myself for sure, but of course we always optimistic.
Nakobe,
sorry. He's always good.
With the way that Zach and Jihad are playing,
yeah,
is it going to be hard for you when you're able to fully go? If you,
I mean, what you mean able to fully go?
What
do you mean able to fully go? I mean, if you clear it, you open my practice window open. I feel like I'm able to fully go now. What you mean hard for me? I mean, I control what I control. I'm out there, I'm playing, I'm practicing. That's all I can do, control what I control.
What have your impressions been of Jihad coming with the way he's played this first 4 games?
Yeah, I feel like we've been playing good. Overall, as a whole defense, we have been playing decently, and we just got to continue to just try to get better, take it one day at a time, and our goal is just to be 1-0 at the end of every day. So we continue to do that. We'll continue to get better throughout the season.
What about Jihad?
Yeah, like I said, he's been playing good. He's been playing good, and him and Zach and the whole defense has been playing decently throughout the first 4 games. We're just gonna continue to get better. Yep.
Do you think about what your role is going to be once you get on the field, or is this just?
I control what I control. You know, I know I can play. I know we can go out there and ball. So I control what I control. Continue to ball. Continue to get better mentally, physically, emotionally throughout the whole thing. No matter what, just continue to get better.
What kind of conversations have you had with Vic throughout this process?
I mean, the only conversation we have had is about the opponent we playing. That's it. We haven't really talked about nothing else but scheme, what we're doing this week, and things like that. That's the only thing.
Nakobe, you were around the team every practice. You're going through your rehab.
Yeah.
How important is that for you to do something?
Well, I mean, for me, it's like I knew I was going to be back. I knew how my body felt. Like I said, I've been clear for a good bit right now, so it's like I didn't feel like I was apart from the team. Like I feel like I'm still on the team, and I didn't want to miss a beat. I literally did everything with the team other than practice and play. So that was it.
So you feel good at playing right now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he wouldn't activated my window if not. Yeah.
Zach Bond's got a big smile back here. Yeah. How helpful has he been in this process?
You know, Zach, my guy. All the linebackers been real helpful, encouraging me. You know, we always kind of pray at the end of every practice. They always kind of pray like, yeah, glad to have Kobe back today. So they've been very helpful, very every little asking me what I think, what I see. I've been helping as much as I can without playing, and they've been helpful, asking me every week, every day, like, when you gonna be back? We can't wait. This, that, and third. Everybody.
And you mentioned you're looking at the positivities of this, always looking at the optimistic side of this. Being off the field, maybe how has that helped the mental side of your game?
I mean, just seeing it from a coach's perspective. I've done it before, and just continue knowing the defense more. Being in the second year of the same defense, you kind of get a little bit more detail, you get a little bit more intricate in the scheme of things. So, yeah.
As optimistic as you are, given how much of a grind it is to be going through rehab, was getting on the field today, like, did that lift your spirits?
For sure. I mean, it's been like I said, it's been on the calendar.
Right.
Like, I know that Wednesday of this week I was going to practice for literally since before the 53 drop.
Okay.
As soon as I found out that it was going to put me on pup, I knew that this was the day I would practice. So, yeah, it's been
Did you
like.
have trouble sleeping last night? What was the?
No, it was actually go sleep. I went to bed 30 minutes earlier because I was like, I want to make sure my body feels good.
You saw it during camp, the confidence that he was playing with. Now it's shown on the field.
What do you think his greatest strength is as a player? Is it that preparation that he puts in, or?
Yeah, preparation and how he covers on the field. The way he covers guys, he's got to be up there with some of the best in the league, I think. And he's going to continue to do that, I know. But it's just fun to see the work that we put in together, and then him do that on the field, do what he does. It's fun to watch.
How much have you seen him grow from year one to year two?
He's grown a lot. A lot more confident, as you guys can probably see. Talking a little more trash, which is fun. But no, he's done a great job. I think year one he had that experience starting all season, and then he's only in year two. He's got some of his best football ahead of him still, and he's playing at a high level already, and I know he'll continue to do that.
When did you notice he was getting that significantly more confident in his game?
I think you saw it during training camp. Whether he was traveling back and forth with AJ or flipping sides, each and every day, covering whoever it was. He doesn't really care. He's fearless on the field. And I think you saw that starting in training camp.
What about your game? Where have you grown year one and year two?
I think I've gotten more confident, definitely, on the field. Feel like I've gotten better at tackling, my block destruction in the run game, and also being able to cover better than I did last year. And I think the confidence part helps with that.